Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pralad Lad Dai.
Pralad Lad Dai.
Nancy, please check your audio. Some disturbance coming, but I can't hear it. Krishna, can you unmute once more? Anyone here, Nancy?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, can you be louder? Little louder.
What Mataji?
Yeah, okay. You can sing Charashtra.
Yes Mataji. Yes Mataji. Braje prasidham navneetachoram gopangananam chadukulchoram anekajanmajita papachoram choragruganyam purusham namami श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चोरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचोरं पदाश्रितानां च समस्तचोरं चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं यः करोति भिक्षुं पथि गेहहीनं केनाप्यहो भीषणचोरैर्दृग् दृष्टः श्रुतो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि यदीयनामापि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रसारानपि पापराशीन् आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चोरैर्दृग् दृष्टः श्रुतो वा न माया कदापि धनं च मानं च तथेन्द्रियाणि प्राणांश्च हृत्वा मम सर्वमेव पलायसे कुत्र धृतो अद्य चोर त्वं भक्तिदाम्नासि माया निरुद्धः क्षीणत्सि घोरं यं पाशबन्धं धीनत्सि भीमं भवपाशबन्धं क्षीणत्सि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धं मनमानसे तामसराशिघोरे कारागृहे दुःखमाये निबद्धः लभस्व हि चोरहरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषोचितमेव दण्डं कारागृहे वत्सदाहृदयमदीये मद्भक्तिपादृढबन्धनिश्चलः सन् त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरेऽपि सर्वस्वचोर हृदयान हि मोचयामि व्रजे प्रसीदं नवनीतचोरं गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकुलचोरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचोरं चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि हरे कृष्णा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna Mataji.
So now we have Aarti to the Lord, and then after that we will start 15 chapters. Now all of you can light your lamps.
Photo edit.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Please offer your Odiya to the Lord. Hare Krishna, the voice okay?
Mataji's voice is not clear.
Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Hare Krishna.
It's better, Mataji, now.
Okay, now we can chant the 15th chapter of the 20 slokas.
Hare Krishna. पंचदशोऽध्याय श्री भगवान वाच उदरमूलमदशाकम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतस्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषया प्रबाला अधश्चन्द्राण्यं संदतानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्य ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चार्दि न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्वत्थमेनं सुदृढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण देहेन चित्वा तथा पदं पतत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता नानिवर्तन्ति भूया तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यत् प्रकृति प्रसृता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा आध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसङ्गे गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदम् अव्ययम् तद्भासते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातनः मनःषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि गच्छति शरीरं यद्वा मूर्ति यच्चापि उत्तरं तत्पर गृहीत्वानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वासयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विश्रानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानुवां गुणान्वितं विमूढा नानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा यतन्तो योगिनश्चैन पश्यन्त्यात्मवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यत् चेतसा यदादितत्यत्तं तेजो जगद्भासयते अखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तत्तेजो विधिमामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयामहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मका अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रिता प्राणपानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो माता स्मृतिर्ज्ञानपमोहनं च वदेशां सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेद्विदेह चाहं द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षर सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थक्षरो उच्यते उत्तमा पुरुषस्तन्य परात्मात्मदेवतहित यो लोकत्रयमविश्य विवर्तव्य ईश्वर यस्मादक्षरमतीतोऽहमक्षरगति चोत्तम अत्तोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तम यो मामेव सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद्वची मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रामिदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमानस्य कृतकृतस्य भारत ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषदः ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्ण अर्जुन संवादे पुरुषोत्तम योग नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna Manasi, you want to read the translation of Chaturashtra? Quickly.
What, Mataji?
Meaning of Chaturashtra, you want to read?
Yes, Mataji.
There's some audio issues from my side.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, translation of Chaurashtaka.
Continuous sound coming, Manasi. What is that sound? Background noise.
I can't hear you, Mataji.
From your side. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Voice is echoing. This is not Hare Krishna, is it okay now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, you can read the translation, Manasi.
Okay, Mataji. Translation of Chaurashtakam. First verse. I offer my respectful obeisances to that foremost of thieves, who is famous in Vraja as the butter thief, and who steals the gopis' clothes, and who, for those who take shelter of him, steals the sins that which they have occurred over many lifetimes. Second verse. I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark luster of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings of those who take shelter of his feet. Third verse, he turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering homeless beggar. Alas, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard in all the three worlds. Verse number 4. Mere utterance of his name purges one of a mountain of sins. Such an astonishingly wonderful thief I have never seen or heard anywhere. Verse number 5. O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with the rope of my devotion. 6. You cut the terrible noose of Yamaraja, you sever the dreadful noose of the material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage, but you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. O stealer of my everything, O thief, today I have imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to the terrible darkness of my ignorance. And there, for a very long time, you will remain, receiving appropriate punishment for your crimes of thievery. Verse number 8. O Krishna, thief of my everything, the noose of my devotion will remain forever tight. You will continue to reside in the prison house of my heart, because I will not release you for millions of eons. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Now Mr. Prabhu will be joining in 5 minutes. I hope you have all got the lyrics of Chaurashtaka. Right? So all of you please chant Chaurashtaka every day. Now for Gilam to your deities. And try to get up at Brahma Muhurta and chant your rounds. Please chant more. So Prabhu will join in 5 minutes. Any doubts anybody has regarding Purushottama month? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji, Bhagavad Pranam. Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauramani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Adhakaditarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Go Brahman. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, welcome. So today we do the third verse of the month of Purushottam. So we discuss the chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga. Okay, so now we take up this, chapter 15, verse 3. Hare Krishna. Narupamasyeha tatopalabhyate nanto na chadi na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suvirodhamulam. Okay, just one setting. This has become loose. इसका वायर किधर से आ रहा है? इधर से. हाँ. ये वाला नहीं आ रहा. इसमें तो आ रहा है. ये पॉइंट खराब. ये चाहिए. न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादि न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सविरुद्धमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा तथा पदं यत् परिमार्गितव्यम् यस्मिन् गतो न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथा प्रवृत्ति प्रशिष्टपुराणी. The real form of the tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek the place from which, having gone, one never returns, and they surrender to the Supreme Personality Godhead, from whom everything began, from whom everything has extended since time immemorial. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and they surrender to the Supreme Personality Godhead, from which everything has began and from whom everything is extended since time immemorial. Yes, somebody wants to read this purport. Yes, Ankita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It is now clearly stated that the real form of this banyan tree cannot be understood in this material world. Since the root is upwards, the extension of the real tree is at the other end. When entangled with the material expansions of the tree, one cannot see how far the tree extends, nor can one see the beginning of this tree. Yet, one has to find out the cause. I am the son of my father. My father is the son of such and such a person, etc. By searching in this way, one comes to Brahma, who is generated by the personality of Godhead. This is the end of research work. One has to search out that the origin of this tree, the supreme personality of Godhead, through the association of persons who are in knowledge of that supreme personality of Godhead. Then, by understanding, one becomes gradually detached from this false reflection of reality. And by knowledge, one can cut off the connection and actually become situated in the real tree. The word asanga is very important in this because attachment for the sense enjoyment and lording is over, the material nature is very strong. Therefore, one must detachment by discussion of spiritual things based on authoritative scriptures, and one must hear from persons who are actually in knowledge. As a result of such discussion in the association of devotees, one comes to the supreme personality of God. Then, the first thing one must do is to surrender to Him. Description of that place when, having gone, never returns to this false reflected tree is given here. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the original root from whom everything has been emanated. To gain the favor of that personality of Godhead, one has to only surrender, and this is the result of performing devotional service by hearing, chanting, etc. He is the cause of the extension of the material world. This has already been explained by the Lord Himself. Aham sarvasya parvaha. I am the origin of everything. Therefore, to get out of the entanglement of the strong banyan tree of material life, one must surrender to Krishna. As soon as one surrenders to Krishna, one becomes detached automatically from this material
Extension.
material real
Extension.
extension. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narupamasyeho tatopalabhyate. Nanto na chadi na cha sampratishtha. Ashwatthamenam suvirudhamulam. Asanga shastrena dridena chetva. Tata padam tat parimargitavyam. Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. Yatah pravitti prasrishta purani. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and then surrender to the Supreme Personality Godhead from which everything has begun, from everything is extended since time immemorial. Hare Krishna. So this shloka is talking about developing detachment from the delusion of this tree. And the process given is surrender. So it is not easy to understand the situation. When we look at this world, we can't even understand there is something wrong with this world. It is so well designed, looks very attractive. It is so well designed, this world looks very, very attractive. We don't even understand what is the reason for detachment. And it's not one or two. The whole world is like that. You ask anybody, how are you? Very fine. Correct? Everybody is saying in the same spirit. But it is very difficult to understand how is it that the people in this world have to be it's very difficult to actually, in one sense, preach. When Prabhupada saw the beach in America, he says that even though this is a wretched place, the people here seem very happy. Correct? A pure devotee knows what is the standard of real happiness. Everybody is happy actually. A tamasic man is also very happy. Rasic man is also very happy. Correct? But the real happiness is not there. We had one devotee telling, he used to think he is very happy. And then he had some friend come to him who had become a devotee. And that friend, when he met him, he asked him on the face, who was a devotee now, asked his old friend, who has still not become a devotee, are you happy? And he said, I was actually shocked. Because the fact was, even though I show myself to this world as Mr. Cool, very comfortable, but the fact is I was not happy. This question is asked in the Bhagavatam also. The first canto of Bhagavatam has 6 questions in the first chapter. And one of the questions is how the whole world can be happy. What is the essence of all the religions? And the whole world can be happy. Correct? Real purpose of religion is to make you happy. End of the day, we are not interested in anything. देखिए, अंतिम में धर्म का लक्ष्य हमको खुश करना है. लेकिन हमको कैसे खुश होना है, ये ज्ञान कोई नहीं देता है. और भागवत में लिखा है, पहले खंड के दूसरे चैप्टर 6 श्लोका में, स वै पुंस परो धर्मो यथा भक्ति अधोक्षजे अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता यात्म सुप्रसीदति. स वै पुंस परा धर्म, वही सबसे बड़ा धर्म है, परो धर्म, द ग्रेटेस्ट रिलीजन. यथा भक्ति अधोक्षजे. अगर आपको प्रसन्न होना है तो पहले भगवान की सेवा करना सीखो, उनको प्रसन्न करना सीखो. द सेम मैसेज, इंस्टेड ऑफ सेटिस्फाइंग आवर ओन सेंसेस, वी शुड ट्राई टू सेटिस्फाई द सेंसेस ऑफ कृष्णा. गीता का सेंट्रल पॉइंट यही है, अपनी इंद्रियों को तृप्त करने से अच्छा भगवान की सेवा करने का कोशिश करो. तो सवै पुंसा पर धर्म यथा भक्ति अधोक्षजे अहेतुकी. And what is the quality of service to Krishna? How we do seva to Krishna? Ahetuki. Ahetuki means it should not have a cause. Apratihata. It should not have a break. That is the quality of service to Krishna. Generally हम कुछ सेवा करते हैं, किसी का हमको कुछ चाहिए और सेवा 5 मिनट होती है, फिर भूल जाते हैं. लोग अगरबत्ती भगवान को लगाते हैं सुबह, तो पूरे दिन भगवान को भूल जाते हैं. अप्रतिहता. भगवान की सेवा 24 घंटे होती है. अहेतुकी. भगवान की सेवा में कुछ कारण नहीं होता. तो अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता सेवा करने की बात हो रही है. अगर ऐसी सेवा हम करेंगे, इफ यू डू सच काइंड ऑफ डिवोट सर्विस टू कृष्णा, ययात्म सुप्रसीदति, द हार्ट इज फुली satisfied. So that is what the quality it is given. And now a pure devotee knows the real happiness of the spiritual world. He knows. Correct? नामे रूपी रुचि जीवे दया. अगर आप प्रचार करने गए, if you go to meet somebody and you feel that person is very happy, he has a rich house, he has a beautiful wife, he has big cars, then what preaching you will do? तब आप प्रचार नहीं कर सकते. वो आपको प्रचार करेगा. You should be, I know, आप करेक्ट ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए. But actually, if you understand that in spite of all these things, he is suffering, you should be, real knowledge should be there. Realization should be there. Then the prachar is done in karuna. And that person will listen to you. Who is preaching to whom? That is very important. We should understand this point. That depends who is jabbed by whom. Who is mesmerized by whom. Now you go to meet somebody, you are supposed you are wearing dress of a devotee. And that person is a billionaire. Wow, yeah, how successful he is. And so handsome he is. Such car he has. Look at the clothes he is wearing. Even though both of you are talking, both of you are expressing your emotions, both of you are throwing your desires. Now, when you are submissive to somebody, you absorb his desires. Therefore, we go to Guru. By Acharya Prabhupada, because we are submissive to Prabhupada, we absorb Srila Prabhupada's desires. What Prabhupada desire? Go back home, back to Krishna. Correct? So what do you want to do in life? I want to go back to Krishna. That means he has read Prabhupada books. अगर कोई भी आदमी बोले मेरे को भगवत धाम जाना है अभी कलयुग में एंड पर्सनालिटी ऑफ गॉडेड को मिलना है, वो प्रॉपर की किताब पक्का पढ़ा होगा, वो शब्द ही वहीं मिलता है. सुप्रीम पर्सनालिटी गॉडेड ये शब्द कहीं नहीं है, किसी ने कोई नहीं किया, प्रॉपर के शब्द हैं. गो बैक होम बैक टू गॉडेड वो भी उन्हीं का शब्द है. सो यू नो प्रॉपर की किताब पढ़ा है. सो इट इज सो वंडरफुल एक्चुअली. सो इट इज व्हाट वी डू. So if we have developed the desire to go back to Godhead, we are associated with Prabhupada. With good fortune, he heard Prabhupada with great respect. Prabhupada or his representative, okay? And his life is changed. But if we are not properly therefore, in the neophyte stages, we don't take risk. Many times what happens, just like our temple is coming up. It's very get excitement to send everybody to collect money, meet rich people. But a little hesitant for at least 2-3 years, person should not do that. Why? Because they just come from the material world. Jahan, this all is success. Or he is so successful, yaar, he is so rich. So if you go to meet him and you say, please give some dakshina, you may get some money, but you may lose your devotion. Because of asat sangha. Because a person is immature, he doesn't know actually. Just like Prabhupada landing in America and landing in America many before sadhus, there was a difference. Prabhupada did not change. Neither he changed. Many lost their dresses. They changed their dress and came. Prabhupada did not change anything. He was wearing the same dress. Rather, he brought thousands of Americans with the same dress. He taught them to eat with hand. They asked Prabhupada, you should learn how to eat with fork, with spoon, because in America they ate with spoon. Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. तो सिंपल आपसे कहा था. वो प्रॉपर जी बोले मैं वहां सीखने कुछ नहीं जा रहा हूँ, मैं सिखाने जा रहा हूँ. एंड लोगों की ड्रेस बदली. लेडीज को साड़ी पहनाई, जेंट्स को धोती पहनाई, कुर्ता पहनाए और लेके आए उधर से, सिर मुड़ा के लेके आए. That is the power of an acharya. He is actually, so why? Because he is having the platform that people wanted to be like him. They could see Prabhupada is so spiritually elevated, they just wanted to be with him. And they're ready to pay any price for that, including change of dress. In fact, it's a very common phenomena in some countries. The devotees go to do Harinam in the villages. They do go nice long Harinam, and they distribute prasadam. And when they go to the village next time, they see many people have shaved their head. They're so happy. The devotees, when they see people say, see, they follow. Including dress, they happily follow. Okay? So this is very important principle, that who is associated with whom. So if we have good association in good Krishna consciousness and we are fixed up, then we are okay. We can meet so-called successful people of the world. Because it is said in the Prabodhananda Saraswati, Brahma Rudradi Kitayate. Even post on Brahma and Rudra, If it is not in connection to Krishna, he sees it as an insect. Now you see somebody very, very rich people. How do you see him? Kida hai. Then you can preach. And if you say, oh, he is so successful, then how will you preach? He will preach to you when you meet him. Sometimes you are sitting outside office of a big man and you are thinking his success in life. Your meeting to him doesn't benefit him, but he will spoil your consciousness. Correct? You will absorb his body language. Oh, yeah, I should also be like that. And your spiritual life is gone. Therefore, very important to understand what is successful. If you think Ma Yashoda is successful, Yashoda mother is successful, then you want to be like them. If you think Gopis are successful, you want to be like them. If you think Gopas are successful, you want to be like them. If you think Hanuman is successful, you want to be like them. Correct? If Arjuna is successful, you want. But if you think success is simply having money without any spiritual life, if that is a blessing, then Ravana also dragged some money to him, Lakshmi. But what is the result of the Lakshmi? Just having Lakshmi is not a blessing. Lakshmi can be a disaster. Just like, suppose somebody gets money. Many people say, I am so blessing of God, I got money. But maybe not the money, that money is Lakshmi or Maya, we don't know. Is it real Sita or it is duplicate Sita? If it is not seen in service to Krishna, that is not Lakshmi. Lakshmi will only serve Narayana. But if the money is seen not in service to Krishna, it will take the form of duplicate Sita, which will destroy you. Correct? Duplicate Sita, it destroyed Ravana. So that's very dangerous. So just don't think I have a money, that is a blessing of God. No. Krishna knows how to bless. Just accept whatever Krishna does to our life. Okay, so in this verse, so Asanga, Sat is very important. Sat Sangha is very important. That will help us advance the spiritual line. Asat Sangha Tyaga, He Vaishnavachara. That is the first step. That is for Kanishtadhikari. Beginning of spiritual life is you feel suffocated in the association of Asat. But लेकिन उनके संग में आपको कुछ घुटन नहीं लगती तो कुछ बड़ा डेंजर है, बहुत डेंजर है. आपको you're not understanding the dangerous position we are having. So that is one part. So in this shloka it is said we should cut our attachment to the world with the weapon of detachment. How do you do that? Prabhupada said in a spiritual good association you will be able to see things as they are. भक्तों के संग में आते you feel so happy in spiritual life because we need association. When you association of devotees, you can give an association of karmis. That is the problem we see people when they leave the association of devotees and they go back to their material existence. First thing, slowly they start compromising in their association. And they say, नहीं वो भी अच्छा आदमी है, जबकि जप नहीं करता, कृष्णा को नाम नहीं लेता, गीता नहीं, अच्छा आदमी, सब लोग अच्छा देखते हैं फिर उसको. And slowly he forgets a line of differentiation between a pure devotion and so-called devotion. And then he is lost in the middle there. Correct? Then this is one association. Then food, he forgets the discrimination between prasadam and bhoga. Then he forgets the differentiation between kirtan and film music, the differentiation between Krishna Katha and Grama Katha. वो सारे borderline उड़ जाती हैं. Then he becomes a karmi. है ना? We are becoming devotee because we have put red line. What is to be eaten, what is not to be eaten. What is to be heard, what is not to be heard. Correct? What is to be worshipped, what is not to be worshipped. What association we should have, what not association we should have. These red lines we have put. And because of which, Asat Sangha Tyaga, Ei Vaishnavachara we have. The day these red lines are forgotten, we'll become karmi again. There are some things, restrictions we have put in our mind. Because Maya is very powerful. You see, we are told again and again that like Jadabharata, if Krishna would have given a proposal of like Ajamila, it was no use. He had not been attracted. But the proposal was something very attractive to protect a small deer. That was emergency, that was nothing wrong. Slowly got trapped. From Upadharma, Parodharma, Upadharma are very, very near. You get trapped. Vidharma is very low. Somebody in Parodharma line will not go to Vidharma. But slowly, it has happened to so many spiritual movements also across the world in different religions. The moment they got into charitable activities, they lost their preaching energy itself. Too much of charitable activities It's, you get a lot of claps from society, and you start playing with the gallery to that also. है ना? Just like instead of giving class on Gita, I can give some motivation talk, you can do this, you will be successful. I'll get huge followers. Correct? But then you have to play drums to that only, that crowd. But crowd is clapping. If you say the name Krishna, they'll stop clapping, they'll go away. So you don't even say Krishna. You will just keep something to attract the crowd, but not preach Krishna consciousness. We'll forget we came to preach Krishna consciousness. Okay, so asat sanga tyaga is extremely important, to draw the line so that we don't slowly get eaten. Okay, now second thing was Prabhupada says, you detach from this world, cut the detachment, and then go to the spiritual world and surrender to Krishna. Now surrendering to Krishna is a huge topic. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Sharanagati, is divided into 6 parts. Tomorrow we'll discuss surrender because that continues to the next shloka. But today hint has been given that without surrender, we cannot solve our situation. Prabhupada says very nicely, Guru is like the rope thrown to us when you are in the well of material existence and you have to hold to the rope. Holding to the rope means following the orders of Guru. That is our surrender. We cannot directly surrender to Krishna. We surrender via the Guru. And following the orders of Guru is like holding the rope when Krishna through the Guru Parampara pulls you out. And what is Guru Parampara? The rope. We have to hold the rope from the hand, not with the teeth. I remember there was one boy, and very nicely you do service, but after 3-4 days he will say, I want to go home, go back home. So one moment he says that, all the brahmacharis sit around him, no, you can continue service, it is possible. Then he will agree. Then after 3-4 days again, he was small, only 18-year-old. So one day I remember the vice president called in the room. He said, you should hold on to the rope with hand, not with the teeth. If you hold with teeth, every 2-3 days you will have the wrong ideas, you know. Your determination is so breakable. तो हमारा जो दृढ़ संकल्प है गुरु को सेवा करना, वो रस्सी को पकड़ने के बराबर है. और कृष्ण जी रस्सी को खींच रहे हैं और हमको क्या करने का? रस्सी को पकड़ने का. रस्सी को पकड़ना मतलब गुरु के आदेशों का पालन करना. गुरु के आदेश को अवेल न करना मतलब रस्सी छोड़ दिया. रस्सी छोड़ दिया. रस्सी छोड़ने में क्या होता है? आप गिरना शुरू करते हो. रस्सी पकड़ सकते हो फिर से, तो क्या होता है? गिरते समय पता नहीं चलता मैं गिर रहा हूं. जैसे सेम एग्जाम्पल मेढक का. इफ यू वुड मेढक इन हॉट वाटर, मेढक विल जंप आउट. तो आप मेढक को पानी में रखो, नॉर्मल पानी में, वो बैठा रहेगा. अब पानी को गर्म करना लगो, वो एडजस्ट करता रहेगा. 20 डिग्री, जैसे सुबह सुबह नहाते हैं ना, जब गर्म पानी से नहाने की बुरी आदत पड़ती, बहुत डेंजरस है. ठंडे पानी से ऐसे मौसम में मजा आता है, लेकिन गर्म पानी की आदत ही पड़ती है. 10 डिग्री मजा आ रहा है, 20 डिग्री गर्म, पता नहीं 60-70 डिग्री पानी से भी लोग नहा लेते हैं फिर, एंड सारी नर्व्स ब्रेक होती हैं. इट्स नॉट गुड, बॉडी गेट्स सो मच पेन, but people get used to drink hot water. In this belt, local people, their privilege is morning में गर्म पानी से नहाते हैं सब लोग. ये जो कोकोनट की लीव्स है ना, इकट्ठे करके सुबह जलाते हैं, उससे पानी गर्म करके गर्म पानी से नहाने का लोगों का वो है, क्या कहते हैं, अय्याशी. So people have different kind of things. ये गर्म पानी में कहाँ से आ गया? क्या डिस्कस कर रहे थे? फ्रॉग. हाँ, तो जो फ्रॉग को गर्म करते हैं तो क्या होता है? उसको पता नहीं चलता कि वो मरने वाला है. वो धीरे धीरे गर्म करते रहो. अगर गर्म पानी में सीधा डाल दोगे तो कूद जाता है. धीरे धीरे उसको पता भी नहीं चलता, फिर पक जाता है, मर जाता है. इसी तरह डिवोटी को भी माया सडनली अटैक करेगी तो रिजेक्ट कर देगा. माया धीरे धीरे, जो जड़ भरत को नहीं कहता, धीरे धीरे कुछ नहीं, मरता ही रहना बस. अजामिल को भी देख लो, कुछ नहीं, 1 मिनट देख रहा हूं मैं, कुछ कर नहीं रहा अभी मैं. माया धीरे धीरे पकड़ती है. इसलिए our red lines should be very very strict and we should stay in association. कभी अकेले नहीं रहना चाहिए. दूसरा डिवोटी हाथ पकड़ लेगा, है ना. अपने का कभी भी अपने पे कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होना चाहिए. हमेशा अपने माइंड में लीस्ट कॉन्फिडेंस, ये सबसे बड़ा बदमाश है, बहुत डेंजरस है किसी के साथ सुरक्षित रहने का. So we stay in association of devotees, it is actually for protection, for suraksha, because mind is dangerous, it will make me do anything. Okay, so this is the principle which is explained in this verse. that we should seek surrender to Krishna. And what is surrender to Krishna? Obey the orders of Guru. And if you obey the orders of Guru, you will gradually rise up. If you leave the orders of Guru, you start falling down. और शुरू में पता नहीं चलता. जैसे दर्शन बंद हो रहा है ना, शुरू में दिख रहा है, पता नहीं चलता, कब बंद हो गया. तो जब भक्त से अभक्त बनने में धीरे धीरे पता नहीं चलता. और हार्ट में आनंद की जगह घुटन शुरू हो जाती है ना. Unhappiness, sadness when you lose bhakti. And then next what happens, because you cannot stay in the platform unhappiness, you start sense gratification. Correct? Time मिला यार, चलो कुछ मूवी देखते हैं, पता भी नहीं चलेगा, धीरे धीरे भक्ति गया. So we should be very careful to strictly obey the orders of the Acharya, as Prabhupada has given. In fact, we used to make 7 orders. When I had a hostels for youngsters, I used to make 7 orders. No intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no film music, no gaming, and no cartoons. Because लोग क्या करते हैं, वो उस पे कार्टून देख रहा हूँ मैं रेगुलेटरी प्रिंसिपल, अरे समय क्यों बर्बाद कर रहा है. Small children is different. Adult person, hostel में, what do they use for it? ठीक है ना. So we should make a list of regulatory principles very strictly and see we don't waste our time. And whatever we get opportunity, we take association and we keep rising up. Okay? Otherwise, we will not come to know when you have fallen down. Okay, Hare Krishna. So tomorrow we continue on the surrender principle. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. So we have one more Aarti now. Those who have time, you can join us. That Aarti is called. Now.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat pranam.
Prabhuji, Dandavat pranam.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Dhanyavad.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
You can share in the chat that Radha
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Pranamura.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hello. You can chant more, read more. Now we will join Radha Krishna Pranamura. Yes. चलो कनेक्ट करते हैं.
এই যে বেঙ্গালুরু দেশে, বেঙ্গালুরু মানে বিদেশের ইস্কন মন্দিরে সরাসরি.
Nobody shared Radha Krishna Pranamura. Please share the lyrics.
बोलो राधा गोविंद महाराज, राधा गोविंद की, प्रभुपाद की, गौरक्षा की. Radha Krishna Pranamura, Radha Krishna Pranamura, Yugala Kishora, Jivane Marane Gati, Jivane Marane Gati, Karuna Hinora. Radha Krishna Pranamura,
Hare Krishna,
What happened?